Hi there. Now, continuing high availability deployment on Cisco ASAs, let's deploy cluster using individual mods. And first thing we have to do is to change or to set the interface mode to individual mode. Again, my ASAs, they are right now configured to run on multiple context mode, but you can deploy as well using single mods. Right now let's change cluster interface to individual, and it's going to reboot. I have to do the same on both units. And while it's doing its thing, let me confirm that my switches, they will be ready. So VLAN 11, so VLAN ID 11. We have E00, are the same interfaces. Okay. So with individual mods, what we're going to have is the single device or the master device will have a virtual IP, and all the units, they will receive an IP from a pool according to the interface where they are located. For instance, what we're going to see is on this side, on inside zone, I'll have 10.1, 10.1.1.1.2, and .1 will be the master IP, virtual IP, and ASA1 will have another IP. We have 101, and ASA2 will have 102. And so if we add another unit, is going to get an IP from that pool, and it's going to take a little while, a couple of seconds, and we'll start the configuration. So right now R11, R12, they're in the same network. So this one ready, show int IP brief, and let me start. I'll be using interface E1 and E3. No shot. E3, no shot. And I'll be using E4 as my cluster control link. That's used to replicate the configuration and state information. So it's going to be ASA2. It's very hard to speak and write at the same time and think. No password, and just host name ASA1, and the interface, they should be there. So E1 no shot, and E3 no shot, and E4 no shot. Again, running multiple context mode, so part of configuration will start at the system level, and then we'll have to get into admin context mode. So let's start with cluster configuration. So cluster groups, CCIE, and local units. I'll say you're the primary, you're the first one. And cluster interface, that's E4, IP 192.168.10.1, and that's 24, and priority 1, and I believe that's it. Let me enable, and now it's going to start the election process. Show cluster info. Yeah. while it's doing its thing, cluster group CCIE, and that's going to be second, just call second, and cluster interface E4 IP 192.168.10.2.55.5.0 priority 2 and everything and enable. There's still election process ID 255. Oh, so and these guys should be saying the same thing. At the beginning, it assumes it is has the worst priority. So it's going to take a while. You're not allowed to make any changes for now. So let me enable, instead of testing ECMP, let's test telnet as well. So 04 login privilege level 15 and transport import telnet. And configuration application for master. Okay, I'm the master. Yes, that's great. So let's start with context configuration. So context admin and context admin allocate. Allocate interface. It's going to be E1, E3. Config URL is 0, and cluster config. And getting to change to context admin. Just make sure I have my interfaces upstate. So first let's start with the pool. So that's the pool where the members of the cluster group will request IP address. So I'm going to name IP local inside, and it's going to be, oh, why not? Oh yes, IP local pool inside, and inside is going to be 10.1.1.1.2.0.255.255.5. I believe this is the range 101 and 10.1.1.2.102, and do the same for outside and 145.101 and 1.1.145.102. Now E1 is my inside interface. IMIF inside. Security levels 100. Yes, that's what I want. IP address going to be 10.1.112, and that's the master IP address. 5255. And you know what? Use this pool. And syncing. Okay, and just confirm. E1, yes, that's what I want to see. E3, name if outside, and IP is going to be 10.1.145.1.255.255.50. Cluster pool outside, and it's thinking. Great. Should have reachability to 4. No, I am not. There's my policy that I and get to remember. So the policy map and global policy and class inspection default. Please inspect ECMP. Thank you. And I want SPF, and let me just say router ID. Forget about it. Yeah, but I want. Okay. What's the problem? Oh, I got it. Oh man, that's not required. Let's just continue. 10.1.1.12 255.255.250 area 0 10.1.4.50 255.255.255 and some things are looking great, and you can see that now R4 establish adjacency with both units, and IP route SPF, and is going to perform ECMP to get to other side. So let me bring R11. R11, what do you think about that? You see that the IP interface IP brief. So 10.1.112.1 doesn't show up. Okay, so it's kind of, the IP is mainly used for management purpose, meaning that if we want to get to 10.1.101, 10.1.112.1, we should land on the master IP, on the master unit at the moment. And let me see, show IP route SPF, and I have R4 and R5 via both units. So if I telnet 5, I'm able to do so, and the same should be true for 4. And right now, if one of the units become unavailable, let me just power off, for instance, ASA. So right now the cluster, I have to look from the system, change to system, show cluster info. So right now I'm the master. Now let's say that something affects the master unit. Let me just shut it down, see what's going to be the behavior. So unit transition from slave to master. Okay, my telnet session looks like it's hang, not responsive. Let me see users. So R11 still connected. Let's see. So 101 is down. That's expected. Probably telnet sessions are not exchanged between units. So 10.1, but I should see show IP route SPF. Yes, should be able to get to 4444. And okay, so the session just on R11 just got hang. but we still have the alternate path via ASA 2. As we can see, we're able to connect using R12, and the session on R11 it's still operational, but that's what it is. Okay guys, that's it. See you in the next one.